To all MPs in Parliament, I wanted to reflect back to May 27th, 2016.
Oh my goodness! The dream continues for the teenager.
Having just broken the record for the youngest player to score in his first senior international match. Without the kindness of the community I had around me, there wouldn't be the Marcus Rashford you see today. I was overwhelmed with pride for all of those who helped me achieve my dream.
Before he was one of the world's best young soccer players, Marcus Rashford was simply the youngest of Melanie Maynard's 5 children. A boy who watched his mum work 3 jobs at once to provide for her family.
I would never have told anybody that I was struggling. Sometimes the kids are in the house, I'd cook a pot of food, I'd feed them and they'd say, "Mummy, you're not eating anything." I'd say, "I've had mine." And I didn't, I'd rather give it to the kids.
The family relied on free school meals and other community programmes for help.
There's a lot of people out there that are going through the same thing. He always said when he was younger, if he ever gets famous or he makes money, we'll always look after the community.
My community was very small, so we managed to just come together and work together as one. It gave me everything that I needed to know. Always be kind to people, help people if you can help people, and in return, people will help you when you need help.
The coronavirus still very much the main headline around the world.
In March 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic forced England into lockdown. Schools closed, ending the free meals programmes that were feeding over 1 million kids every day. Kids like Marcus.
I'm a very, very private person. What goes on in mine and my family's life would have stayed private forever, but in my mind, I knew that it was something that had to be done.
So Marcus wrote an open letter to the nation's leaders, pleading with them to continue free school meals.
During this pandemic, people are existing on a knife's edge.
I encourage you to hear their pleas and find your humanity.
10 years ago, I would have been one of those children.
And you would never have heard my voice and seen my determination to become part of the solution.
The letter made Marcus a hero to children all over England.
He started off in similar places as me, and he's obviously went on to do things in life that I one day aspire to do as well. It gave me a bit more hope.
The message resonated from Wythenshawe to the highest levels of government.
I talked to Marcus Rashford today, and I thank him for what he's done. I think he's right to draw attention to this issue.
The free meals lasted through the summer, but continuing the programme any further required a vote in Parliament in October 2020.
Political affiliations aside, can we not all agree that no child
should go to bed hungry? I commend our motion to the House.
But ultimately, Parliament voted against extending free school meals, pointing to other government assistance programmes already in place.
The families that I'm talking about, it made their situation like 100 times worse. All vulnerable children across England are calling out for help, and we aren't listening.
I felt angry that there were members of Parliament who wouldn't vote to give support to hungry children. But we knew that Marcus was a great champion for children and young people, and that he wasn't going to take no for an answer.
In order to help these people, something out of the ordinary had to happen.
Marcus turned to businesses all around the UK for help.
It's been a tough year for everyone. A lot of families have been struggling, obviously, because of the pandemic.
Together, they formed what they called the Child Food Poverty Task Force to feed the UK's most vulnerable families.
We are all gathering together to support the children that need the help.
There will be no judgments, no questions asked, and a packed lunch will be provided for your children.
A whole country got behind him. He started a national conversation about how we look after our children and how we feed them. He's a total inspiration. and he's a leader.
Rashford! Manchester United's hero again.
In November, following the Parliament vote, Marcus received a phone call from Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
Yeah. Go on, can you just say that again, please?
The 23-year-old kid from Wythenshawe had forced the government to reconsider. Free school meals would, in fact, be extended into the next calendar year.
When people tell you can't do something, and then you go ahead and do it, it's a great feeling.
Hi there, hello.
What I'm doing is it's nothing to do with football. It's to do with what's right and what's wrong.
More than 21 million meals later, the work continues. Marcus teamed up with Fair Share Charity to open a new facility, named for his inspiration from the very beginning, his mother.
I think I'm going to cry. I'm very proud of him. No words can tell you how proud I am. He understands what we actually went through. He's grown up into a lovely little man, and the whole world can see it.